And we're back. Alright, communications. What's this? Hey Ace, look. Some out of the steam train. How on earth did you arrive at that conclusion? Hey Ace, look. It's a monkey with glasses. How on earth did you arrive at that conclusion? Hey Ace, look. There's a big ass rat trap over here. I told you, that's a telegraph key. It's a device that transmits messages through Morse code. Telegraph key, machine for transmitting Morse code. I tried sending an SOS earlier, but I doubt that did anything. Zero would never make it that easy. So you think it's broken? No, it works. I'm just not sure if it actually transmits anything outside of the ship. Looks as though that drawer is the only thing that's locked. I don't see a keyhole though. An electronic lock, perhaps? Take a look at the left side of the drawer. Yeah, some cables over there. That must mean... Hey, what is this? It's blank. There's nothing written on it. White piece of paper. It's blank. A chair. Ink. A bottle of ink. It's filled with ink. Yep, bottles of ink typically are. Small screwdrivers. Set of small screwdrivers. Perhaps we can use them to dismantle small devices? Sounds like a plan. Alright, the screwdriver to make short work of this music box. Okay. Looks to be a cylinder for a music box. There are a number of pins and some pieces of metal that look rather like fans attached to it. Fascinating. It's an old telegraph machine. Nothing suspicious here. It's an old telegraph machine. I'll be honest, I have no idea how it works. Alright. The cable that comes out of this thing is connected to the desk. What does that mean? It's a really long cable. Tip is hooked onto one of the desk drawers. Yeah. Well. I guess I'll put the ink on the cylinder. I just gotta roll the cylinder across a piece of paper. I'm right, the ink should. It says you suspected, right? Now you have a pattern of dots and lines on the paper. Imagine, it's Morse code. It's dots and lines, dots and dashes of Morse code. Hooray! Alright, we got the Morse code I'm supposed to enter. If I do this right, something will happen. I hope. Alright, let's give this a shot. Yeah! That's the last one, and yes. Excellent work, Junpei. Good job. Seem to have just figured it out. Even like the draw. I've learned your draws, big boy. A book, a red file lay in the drawer. Junpei reached out and picked it up. The cover read, Alice. Alice. Did that mean? Junpei couldn't hold back. He had to know what was in that file. Each page was covered with strange characters. They looked like tiny drawings of birds, snakes, insects, horned animals, wings, and even kneeling humans. There were many pages in the file, and each was full of these strange symbols. What the hell is this? He didn't realize he'd spoken out loud until Ace looked over at him. They are hieroglyphs, a form of writing used in ancient Egypt. Ancient Egypt? That's right. Can you read them? Of course. What? I can't. What would make you think I could? What the hell? Junpei flipped through a few more pages. That wasn't just one or two pages that were covered in the strange symbols. Every single page was covered in them. Trying to read them was pointless. Junpei wasn't going to waste any more time with them. He made too close the file, and something fell out. He bent down and picked it up. It's an erection key. There was a symbol in the symbol that reminded Junpei of the symbols for the Saturn and Mercury key guards. This one, however, had a dot in the center of the male symbol. Uranus. That's a Uranus symbol. Junpei looked over to see Ace examining the card. In addition to the Uranus symbol, there were 3 words engraved on the card as well. On the lower right it said Bottom Deck Library. This must be a key to the library on the bottom deck. So it would seem. The bottom deck, the library. Junpei remembered something he'd heard from Seven when they'd been in the chemical closet. Alice sleeps in a small chamber past the forest of knowledge, beneath the navel of the gigantic. Did beneath the navel mean the bottom deck? Did forest of knowledge mean the library? If it did, then was Alice in a room somewhere beyond the library? What's wrong? Junpei blinked. Only then did he notice Ace looking at him, curiosity and concern written across his face in equal parts. There's no reason for Junpei to hide his thoughts. Yes, there was. He began to explain his theory to Ace. Then he stopped. It wouldn't make any sense if Ace didn't know who Alice was supposed to be. So he told Ace everything June had told him. About the Egyptian priestess, about Ice 9, and finally about the woman who wouldn't melt and had been recovered from the Titanic disaster. He told him about how she had been called Alice, which had eventually turned to Alice. How she had been purchased by an English millionaire calling himself Lord Jourdain. And now, what the fuck? Say the words. And how Jourdain had hit Alice somewhere on the ship. And you think that he hit her in a small room beyond the library on the bottom deck? Yeah, well, I guess so. I'll flee. Ace stared off into the distance, his hands slowly and absent-mindedly stroking his beard, and after a few moments his hand stopped, because he was finished. He turned slowly to look at Junpei, and his brows drew together. Junpei, have you heard of the term CAS? CAS stands for Cells Alive System. It is an advanced technology for freezing and preserving organic matter. But simply, it is a technique that allows one to freeze things without the formation of ice crystals. Normally, if you freeze something fresh, water within its cells expands as it crystallizes, damaging the cell membrane. CAS, however, works differently. The object to be frozen is supercooled using magnetic fields and then frozen instantly and uniformly, giving ice crystals no time to form. It was originally developed for the preservation of food as an alternative to the normal freezing process. Now, however, there are rumors that it can be used for other things. What do you mean other things? Like really kinky sex? Obvious medical uses, but perhaps also space travel. Space travel? Are you serious? Surely you've heard of suspended animation, cryogenic freezing? It's a fairly common idea in science fiction books and films. People are sometimes frozen for especially lengthy journeys through space. That's when Junpei understood what Ace was suggesting. Whoa, wait a minute there. Ace looked at him and raised an eyebrow. Are you saying that Alice was frozen using the CAS thing? Well, I'm sure the possibility is quite low, but it is a possibility. If this special ice you call Ice 9 does indeed exist, and if CAS were used to freeze her into that sort of ice instantaneously, you think she could be alive? Well, I can't say for sure, of course. I'm only talking about possibilities. The melting point for Ice 9 is 96 degrees, right? They sure put somewhere where she could reach that temperature. That's nuts! Are you really saying she could have defrosted and start walking about? You're quite right. It does sound unbelievable. But if she had, then we would have an explanation for the man we found dead on the floor. Really? Would we? You mean the guy dressed like a captain? Yeah. He was dead when we found him. Clearly he was murdered. But if he is murdered, then by who? It couldn't have been one of us. That would be impossible. No, it wouldn't. In order to enter the captain's quarters, one must first open door 1. That door requires the Earth Key prevented us from accessing door 1. Who was it that opened that door? Santa and Lotus. Right. Clearly, the two of them could not have opened door 1, or any other door for that matter. Who else then could have done so? Junpei thought for a second. No, nobody. After Santa and Lotus had used the Earth Key, they turned back and met up with Junpei and June, who had just returned from E-Deck. The 4 of them proceeded to return to the large hospital room to reunite with Ace, 7, and Clover. When Junpei and his team had gone to the shower room, Ace, 7, and Clover had been left in the large hospital room, but they had been unable to open door 1. Perhaps when Junpei and June had taken the elevator to door 2 then? No, that would have been impossible. They'd have only gone for 5 minutes. No human being could have run to the captain's quarters, killed the man in there, and run back in 5 minutes. I bet he could. It'd be impossible for any of us to be the murderer. That being the case, who could have killed him? Wouldn't it make sense if his killer was someone who had been in the ship for some time? A person like that would know the ship well. They would know the locations of all the hidden passages and secret doors. The numbered doors would mean nothing to someone like that. It would be a simple thing for them to enter the captain's quarters. Then you're saying the killer was Alice? It was Junpei's turn to raise an eyebrow. He drew his thumb across his lips thoughtfully. Well, this is all only one possible theory. Alice. Was Alice indeed somewhere on the ship with them? Junpei had only one clue. The keycard in his hand. It would, he hoped, grant him access to the forest of knowledge. But beyond that, what waited for him beyond the forest of knowledge? Whatever might be there, however, would have to wait. At the moment, there was nothing Junpei could do. He gripped the key card tighter and shoved it deep into his, well, you know. Hooray. A key with a leather case. It isn't metal. I guess it would be ceramic. Junpei, you found a keyhole that might fit it? I don't think so. Anyway, let's check this file. Nautical table? No. Information about Alice? No. Numeral system chart? Okay. I'm confused. What about the medical record? No. Valve and leaves is also on the spine. Hieroglyph from ancient Egypt. Alright. 10 base centers are inaccessible, therefore. So on this chart, showed the rules for each numeral system. Okay. Yep. Alright, yep. I'm done here. Alright. Let's get the hell out of here. Dun. So. Wait. What? Yeah. Nothing. Alright. It's E on this screen. Okay. I'm not sure I totally understand the system. Looks like whatever the camera sees shows up on the screen behind us. Yeah, so for my hand here in front of it, shows up on the middle top screen back there. Got a short lifeline, Junpei. Hey, mind your own business. How the hell am I gonna figure this out? No dice. Doesn't matter what I push on here. It's not working. I don't think the power's on. Oh, really? Control panel for the electronic lock. Looks like it's got a keyhole in the bottom. Right? Maybe the key I got earlier. Sweet. Had to put that key in and now it's on. Junpei, look. There's a minus sign on the screen. There are 8 of them. Probably means we got to put in 8 digits. You think you can figure it out? No. Oh, shit. I don't even know where to begin. 8 digits, huh? Once I put in the 8-digit number, I just press E to enter it. If I mess up, I guess I just press C. Alright, let's give it a shot. Oh. Huh? What's passcode? Pretty sure I've searched every part of this room by now. Oh shit, I got it. Yes! It worked. Good job, Junpei. Yeah, I was surprised. Excellent, you seem to have locked it. Good work, Junpei. Alright, let's go. You ain't gotta tell me twice. Alright, we're gonna see what happens next, in a following episode. So I'll catch you guys then. Bye.